From losing darkness to winning power. Today we will talk about those situations when we are so stressed, overwhelmed, absolutely consumed by negative thoughts, negative emotions in very important situations, in very moments in our life to perform well. We will talk about how to recover from those moments and what it takes to train ourselves to do better. My name is Inga Stasiulionytė. I'm Olympian and I specialize in sports psychology and leadership coaching. So if you want to find your Olympian mindset to break limits, let's go. 6-0. I just lost set. I feel ashamed, embarrassed. I feel like a loser, as a failure, and those thoughts and emotions already sabotaging my movements. I overdo it or underdo it. I start losing really easy shots, which completely frustrates me, and my confidence completely shatters. I really want to stop playing, just leave the situation. But there is one more set to go. If I will continue to be in that moment, in those thoughts and emotions, there is no way I can score any points. And this is what we as a professional athletes train for. This is what coaches train us to do, is how to approach and address those critical moments, because all of us have it and will have it. And I really love how Novak Djokovic attributes his success is how fast he recovers from those dark moments into the controlling your body more, into resetting yourself. Instead of reacting to a situation, actually approaching it with more intent and more control. And it is the strategy of 3 things to remember. It is to remember choosing to pause for precision. And we will talk a little bit in more detail about each of those words because they're really important to understand and to remember in those dark moments. So first one is choosing. We are experiencing losing, failure, mistakes. Our protective mechanism just activates, and then we feel in victim position and we lash out. We lash out on ourselves. We lash out on life. Life is unfair, on opponents, on everybody else. And you can see that in tennis when there's players smashing rackets, when they start screaming or yelling or arguing with referees or with viewers. However, this is the moments that we waste a lot of also energy for this protective mechanism of ourselves. So we need to train ourselves to ease through those situations, through those feelings, to create a different response for ourselves. So it is absolutely crucial to remember that we have a choice to respond in this situation differently. Would it be important negotiations? Would it be a sales deal but is not going our way, or conflicting situation with partners or with clients? So what we're choosing, next step is to pause. And this pause is absolutely key to winning. Giving ourselves time to recollect, to reset ourselves, it is our power. And all of us have it in any situation. We train with clients to say, I need a moment. They take a sip of water. They take few extra breaths. In sports, you can see athletes reaching out for a towel. Novak Djokovic, he bounces ball extra times. You can see right away when the game is not going his way, he really takes his time, and it is trainable, even though it is really hard to do, to take that pause, because your body just wants to respond quickly to finish and get rid of that situation as soon as possible. However, this impulse is not gonna give us to approach the situation with the best result. Yes, we will be done with it, but not in our favor. So training ourselves to choose to take a pause, these are the first steps. And the third step is, when we pause, is to focus on precision. And that means to focus on our strengths. In any difficult situation, we can use one of their already developed strengths, what we can rely on at any time. However, we need to be ready how to use our superpowers in any situation. In sports, I always knew what my strength against other opponents or in any situations, it always relies on my explosiveness. And I can get that explosiveness work for me when I focus on a rhythm. It is in javelin, it is in tennis, in any sport. My clients, we know what some of them are really good at relationship building, some of them are absolutely exceptional at strategizing. So when they focus in those moments on how to utilize their superpowers, this is how they regain control and set themselves for success. We will find ourselves in this dark spiraling. However, we can always choose to pause and focus on precision, on our strengths. What strengths you can rely in any tough situation? And most importantly, how can you set your team for success when you can see they're spiraling? One step at a time, finding your Olympian mindset to train to break limits, but not yourself.